Hi Aquarius, welcome to your April 2017 readings. So I'm going to be doing these a little bit differently. I got 4 decks I'm using. It's just the way I was guided to do it. So this reading is going to be what you need to know, show, and grow. I feel those things are highly valuable. We'll see what kind of messages come through because I deal with energy, so it'll be what I pick up. So let's get into it here. You guys got a deeper reading. When I pulled the cards, I was like, should I just pull different cards? But I can't do that. So we're gonna see how this goes here. I am sacred. We have I am humble. I am shadow. That's pretty dark card. We'll find out why. Move forward, progress, success, and determination. We have creativity, security, motherly, and abundance. I like this card. We have in waiting, sacrifice, pending decisions. The Seven of Swords. Justice. Dun dun dun. And the Star card. Alright, you guys, this is not that bad. Alright? There's some things in here. It seems that you guys are focused on the past. Some decisions that you made in the past. Some of you, it's something that somebody did to you, and then for others of you, this is more self-focused, though. So, the cards are kind of asking you to come in alignment with your shadow self, and we all have a shadow self, okay? So, it's almost like, for some of you, it's like because nobody's perfect, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like this constant, and I got this for Aquarius, like, I think like 5 months ago or 6 months ago. It's like you're giving quite a bit, like, in everything you have to people, like all your finances, your time, you're caring for people. You have the Star card here, right? So this is somebody that pours out their emotions. They're vulnerable. They wear their vulnerabilities on the outside. So for some of you, what I'm getting is like you need to toughen your skin up a little bit. It's like, and maybe that didn't come out right. Is like the way I'm getting it is weird. It's almost like with the shadow self, it's like you need to learn to say no. This is for some of you. It's a general reading, right? It's not going to apply to all of you because there's a different set of energies I'm getting with that card. But for some of you, it's like you need to have boundaries, all right? You need time to like go inwards and reflect. I don't want to say on your dark side, okay? Like we all have positive and negative in us, okay? And we need to align those two to create energy. And that's like when positive and negative come into contact, it's a conductor, creates energy, right? So in life, that would be like negative situations that occur. Okay, well, it conducted energy of change, all right? With Aquarius, like Aquarius is change. They're ruled by Saturn, all right? Saturn knows the rules. It's a taskmaster. Apologize, can't speak. But it's like you need to draw the line somewhere, okay? Like, and that's even like with personal behavior, right? If there's some sort of negative behavior pattern, my ears just started ringing there, that you need to come in alignment with that and heal that, okay? So it's like also taking responsibility for one's actions, like, and Aquarians are usually really good at that, all right? But there's this like pointing the finger outwards and saying, well, this person did it and that person did it type thing energy I'm getting. Like they're overstepping their boundaries, and they're taking up your time, or they're taking up your finances, and you're like, well, you know, like I keep lending them money and they never pay me back. Well, then you need to establish boundaries, okay, and stop giving them the money, or stop giving them your time. All right, like you got to do it in a balanced way, though. It's like respect for the self and respect for the other person. It's compromising. Okay, if they're asking for 200, well then, you know, like, and normally you would give them the 200, well then you compromise and you're like, well, I'll do half of it. All right, like, and then for others of you, this is like you need somebody to like help you out. All right, I'm not sure why, but you do need somebody to help you out, to balance your, you have your own business, maybe you need an assistant, or you need a secretary, or some of your workload you gotta like give to somebody else, you know what I mean, like in some sense. And in other cases with the shadow side, it is saying like coming into alignment with like behavior patterns that you have, and asking yourself the question of why. Because with the Aquarian energy here, the star card, that's healing. It's also ascension, you know, too, like a higher level of understanding. Aquarians are like the Martians. The Aquarians remind me a little bit of like, what was that show? Third Rock from the Sun, I think it was, or the movie Coneheads. You know, like in a humorous way. You know, like I mean no harm by that, people. But it's like understanding where and Aquarians are they pour out the water, which is emotion. So they understand emotions on a profound level that others don't. It's why they're kind of like emotionally detached, right? Like if you understand something, then you don't fear it. And if you don't fear it, there's no combative energy there for arguments or uh, disagreements, or, you know, like, because you see where the underlying root issue is, where where the tsunami of of emotions are coming from. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like asking you to come in alignment in your shadow self, okay? What you need to grow is where these issues stem from. Where did you pick them up? It's like a pattern of behavior perhaps you picked up from a parent. If it's an insecurity issue, you want to try to heal that. You want to see where it comes from, okay? Like, do you work a lot? Well, maybe one of your parents were like that. Okay, it's like reflecting here and then healing the issue. And Aquarians have this, they're great, I would think, with Reiki. You know what I mean? Because the way that you guys can maneuver the water, because you pour it out, you understand it, you know, like, and water has energy. And I talk about that all the time for years now, you know, where like if you put salt into water, it acts as the conductor for the electrons in the water. And then, you know, you get renewable energy from that. Where, and if you see with this lady, she's high up in the clouds too, right? And she's got the doves around her. There's, you know, spiritual meaning with the doves too. Okay, but what you need to know is you're sacred. So it's like, um, if you believe in God, well, then we're all children of God. You know, if you believe in the universe, well, we're all, you know, a piece of a star out there. You know, like, so for some of you, you need to like forgive yourself for some reason, for something in the past, because you're going back to the past, and you shouldn't be. You should be focused on the present. It's saying the here and the now. Okay. Uh, with the Seven of Swords, it's like for some of you, it's like you may have to keep things to yourself. It is saying that. Okay. But what you have to be aware about is that you're not tricking yourself here. All right. So it's like a mindset, the way you're thinking, or thinking that there's no way you can get something done because like of the circumstances that you're in. There's always, if you have the will, there's always a way. All right. You want to watch your spending too. You want to respect yourself. Okay. And it's like self-love here. And with self-love, sometimes you need to, like be hard on yourself and tell yourself, okay, well, I can't go out and do that because I got to do this. All right. You got to be able to tell yourself no. Right. Like for school, if you're partying too much or having too much fun or going on too many adventures, it's affecting your schoolwork. Okay. It's accountability here. All right. And we're all accountable for ourselves, like, and for some of you, like, you don't trust people. But there's also an energy of like, whatever was done in the past that wasn't right will be balanced out. Okay. But you also have to take ownership and um, create that in the material realm yourself. Okay. So don't focus on problems, focus on solutions. All right. Like, if there's a situation that keeps occurring, well, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Okay. So again, if there's a will, there's a way. There's always a way to fix a situation. Okay. There's always another way to get things done. If you need to ask for help, you have to ask for help. You have like justice here, which is like the government system. They will help small businesses open up. They will help you with loans. They will help you find new jobs. Okay. Like for some of you guys, this is about moving too. All right. Like you want to ensure that you do things in a proper manner. Okay, and then what you need to show is I am humble, which again, the number 5 just came to me with that card. Um, okay, so well, one, the universe could give you some humble pie, like I'm in this with you guys because I got strong Aquarius energy in me. And you could give out humble pie, all right? But it's like you want to be kind with yourself and compassionate, you guys. Like you're not saying no to be mean. You're saying no because, well, you're respecting yourself, okay? Whether that's no to going out and partying and focusing on your work and holding yourself accountable, or saying no, you're not going to stay at this job and you're going to do the things necessary and hold yourself accountable to get out of that situation, find a better job, go and get a new career path, you know? Um, Something about time here too, I'm getting. Okay, you got to use your time wisely and in a balanced manner. You may not be able to give yourself all in 24 hours. Okay, like balance yourself out here and prioritize and focus on what's your main priority, your main focus. Okay, and like don't be hard on yourself if you can't get everything done at one time. You know what I mean? Like you gotta if you can, all you can do is get a little bit done, then that's all you can do. Like you're one person here, Aquarius. You're focused on for some of you guys, you're focused on this thing in the past, and I'm not sure what it is. For each of you, it's different. Some of you could have got screwed over. That is true here. But what I'm concerned about is that you got positive energy coming towards you, but the universe needs you to get aligned first, so it can bring forth the things that you need. Okay, and they're going to be different than the things you want. All right, like, and you got to understand that things take time, and you got to be patient. All right, there's sacrifices that have to go into it. Okay, like if you want to change your job, well, there's sacrifices that have to go into that. Be patient with yourself. Don't take just the first thing that's coming along. If you want to move and start a new life, well, you got to do research. It's a process. Paperwork's involved in that usually too, right? What it's asking you to show is that, like with the I'm humble, it's like I'm getting compassion towards the self and towards others. Understand? Well, I mean, I have a hard time in this reading because you're an Aquarian. You're very understanding that people are human, like, but it's like with the Aquarian energy, they can be very hard on themselves, and it's asking you not to be. Like, you're human, you make mistakes. Like, be compassionate with yourself and show yourself nurturing just as much as you guys do for others. All right? Your mother could have some importance to you guys, or motherhood. And it's like to be forgiving, because they're human too, right? Some of you could be missing your mother, and they're around you spiritually, protecting you and watching you, like, there's something about time here though, okay? And you want to, some of you might have to keep things to yourself the way you're doing things. Some of you don't want to lie to yourself. That's definitely coming through here, because there could be something that could, the scales will be balanced in a situation where there's like any sort of trickery or manipulation. They will be balanced. It's saying that here. It's not being afraid to show like your hard times. That's made you. It doesn't break you. It's made you though, who you are, and you're gonna have other things occur that are going to be hard to get over, but you'll get over them. It's like asking you, like telling you that you have the strength, and not to be afraid to make decisions, because whatever happens, you're going to be able to get over it, or make it past it, or do it, or accomplish it. Okay, like your exam, you got to study for that exam. You got to make sacrifices, though. It is saying that. Definitely don't be so hard on yourselves, though, guys. Ask for help when you need it. Don't apologize for things, like, well, apologize if you did do something wrong, but don't apologize for being who you are, okay, and making mistakes or taking time out for yourself. Some of you guys, I have this energy here. I'm not sure if it's you or somebody else, where they got the hell out of Dodge here. They seem like there was like red flags, and they just like they booked it. Oh, I'm not sure who that is, but I see, man. It is asking you to come in line with your shadow self, though. Okay. And then I have these chakra cards, and it's green. It's focused on it's the heart chakra in this deck. That's the image. And it is focused on children, nurturing, a mother um, child bond here. Okay. Like, be compassionate towards your mother, right? Also in partnerships and in love, okay, well, with family members and things like that, you want to kind of look at it as more of in a mother situation. Mothers are quite forgiving of their children, all right? That's closest, like, I can personally describe as unconditional love, is the way a mother is to their child, okay? And that's the kind of the way you want to treat the people around you and yourself. Be forgiven of yourself here, but come in line. Like, it's asking you not to avoid the shadow side of yourself. Okay, like, you need to come in alignment with that. You have needs and wants, because if you repress that, it's going to come out and it's going to manifest in some sort of manner. And you want to ensure that it's manifesting in a proper way. You have creativity here, so it's like applying yourself in the correct manner. No avoidance, okay? Because there could be avoidance too. You want to face situations head on with the self. It is self-focused. It says responsibility. I'm going to show the card, and you can pause it and read it if you want. It's the number 23, which is 5. That is change. So it says, do you feel unable or unwilling to respond to life at this time? Are you blaming others for what has happened? Oh. If others are responsible, does that mean that you don't have to be? If you don't trust your ability to respond, take a moment to really sink into those feelings and notice the other side. So again, yeah, it's like, don't avoid things, you guys, okay? Your limiting beliefs about yourself hold within them sacred truths about your natural ability to respond to whatever shows up in your life. Claim your experiences as your own. Don't let them go by. So it's embracing the good and the bad here, all right? The bad is beautiful. There's light that comes out of the bad. You're reborn, rebirth. You're a new person. You learn new things. You have new drive. You have new character about you. You know, like enjoy the experiences. Don't avoid them. Try not to look at things as negative and positives. It's like if you've been in a relationship with somebody and you had children out of that and you're now like separated from them, well, okay, and you're like, oh, that's the worst thing ever that I got with this person. Well, it really? You got children out of it. That was the best gift that you got in your life. So the two of you came together and out of that negative, you got a positive, okay? And it was like the best gift that the universe could have given you. Embrace that, and it's like, try to see the irony in life here. But do come in tune with your shadow side, all right? Like your addictions, like if you're addicted to social media or selfies or outside validation. You don't need that. This is talking about the self here, coming in alignment with the self. You're an Aquarius. You're a beautiful soul. You're unique. Embrace your uniqueness. You don't have to be perfect. You have, like you make mistakes, but the cards are asking you to take responsibility and go directly after what you want. And your creativity is like how you're going to get there. Like if it's outside of the box, then it's outside of the box. That's you. You're an Aquarius. That's the way you have to be. All right. And by being humble, it's like you may have to be the bigger person in a situation too. All right. Because you understand where the other's emotions are coming from. This is saying with family members, coworkers. Okay. It's to be compassionate and humble with them. You may have to bite your tongue at some point here, but you may also have to hide your plans and what you're doing too. Keep it to yourself. But don't avoid situations. Do talk about things. Right? All right, you guys. Namaste. Hopefully that helped you out, and I will talk to you next month. Ciao for now.